How to become a writer? Simple. Read a lot, then write a lot, and do it for a really long time. That's it. That's all you have to do to become a good writer. End of the video. See you at the next one. But is it that simple? Let me break it down. My native language is not English. I'm a Sri Lankan and I speak Sinhalese. But over the years, I have become a good writer in English. Before moving forward, let me define what good is. Have I published a book in English and sold thousands and thousands of copies? No. Have I received any awards for my writing? No. Do I have any certificates that says I'm a good writer? No. But I have been writing a newsletter for almost 7 years and have become pretty good at it. A lot of my subscribers have told me that they enjoy my writing. For a long time, I didn't consider myself a writer. I was afraid to say that I'm a writer if someone were to ask me. I felt like an imposter. But it changed about 2 years ago. I started believing that I was a writer. I felt confident about my writing. If someone asks me, I could say I'm a writer. So that's my definition of a good writer. If you want to become a good writer, here's my recommendation. Start writing. The first step to becoming good at anything is doing the very thing. Don't watch another video about how to become a good writer. You don't need to sign up for a writing course. Don't worry about the latest writing software. Just start writing. Most of us don't realize this, but we have been writing all our lives. If you look at your life, I'm sure from grocery lists to emails to assignments, we have been writing since we learned how to write. Don't think you need something to become a writer. Just start writing. It can be about anything, about your passion, about your day, random stories from your childhood. Just start writing. Don't worry if it is terrible. It would be bad when you start. Just do it. Use Grammarly. Even if you're a native English speaker, use Grammarly. It will improve your writing a lot. English grammar has never been my strong suit. Is it on the train or in the train? I have no idea. But Grammarly does. Whatever I write, emails, blog posts and YouTube scripts are in Grammarly once I'm happy with my final edit. You don't need a pro account, a free account will do for now. Ship your work. Most of us are crippled by the fear of what others would say. I was afraid of even posting something on Facebook for a long time. But to become a good writer, you need to feel that fear and publish your work anyway. You don't know if you're good or bad until the world sees your work. Someone would say you are a natural or you may not get any responses. Whatever the feedback you get is good because that's how you'll fine-tune your writing and learn what works and what's not. You can't call yourself a writer unless your work is out there. That leads to the next question. How can you ship your work? I recommend you to start a blog or an email newsletter. You can buy a domain for your name and create a WordPress blog. If that's too much, start with a simple email newsletter. I'll recommend some free email marketing tools in the description. If that's also too much, start with Facebook. Read a lot. You can't be a writer if you're not a reader. Why? Because there will always be a reader on the other side. Even if no one reads your materials, you'll still do. A writer has to understand what a reader wants. You learn that by reading the works of others. Read anything and everything. There's no one rule. Follow your heart. Don't read something if that doesn't resonate with you. You don't have to finish books. Remember that you won't see a direct correlation between reading and writing. You will not feel like you are learning. That's all right. Reading helps writing in mysterious ways. Without even realizing it, you might use a word you have never used before. You may not even know the meaning of it, but you'll know that you are right. How did you come up with that? It's because of your reading. So keep reading. If you don't read, I don't think you can become good at writing. Make writing a habit. What is the one thing every good writer has in common? They have a writing habit. It can be once a month, it can be once a week or even daily, but you need to write as a habit. When you're beginning as a writer, start small. My recommendation is one piece every week. Allocate a particular time every week and add that to your calendar so you won't forget. If you have a small audience, you can publicly promise them that you'll publish on a specific day every week. That external commitment will push you even when you don't want to write. And that leads to my last recommendation. Do it for a really long time. If you want to become good at something, you need to do it for a really long time. I have been writing a weekly email newsletter for more than 7 years now. That's a long time. There's only so much you can learn by taking a course or attending a writing workshop. A lot of the nuances are not in classrooms. You learn them with time. Accept that it will take a really long time to become good at writing. That will free you from unnecessary pressure. Even if your early drafts are terrible, you'll be at peace knowing that it'll take a really long time. That's it. That's how you become a good writer. Read a lot, write a lot, and do it for a really long time.